The past few days' events of struggle and strife were seared into Lance's head. Like a horrible dream that he couldn't wake from, it was an endless nightmare that was now reality. A torrent of unbelievable devastation had crippled what Lance figured to be the entire country, and perhaps the world at large, grinding life to a halt in what felt like a blink. Planes crashed into the earth. All electrical power had been erased. The societal collapse had ramped up more in the aftermath of America's power grid being taken offline. It was the final nail in the coffin that was now the world. To complicate matters even more, Lance had gotten tangled up in a freakish encounter, resulting in him helping a kidnapped girl that ended with her captor being gunned down in a shady motel. It was all surreal and added to the mounting stress that burdened his young shoulders. The gas can ran dry as the remaining fuel leaked into the truck's tank. Lance jiggled the container and removed the yellow hose from the mouth before switching out to the other can as the passenger side door of the pickup opened and closed. Sophie had awakened from her nap, which had her sleeping the majority of the morning. She made her way around the bed of the truck to where Lance stood. Her face was thick with sleep as she yawned and blinked away the deep slumber she had fallen into after leaving her childhood home in Arkansas. "You're awake," Lance said as he switched out to the last gas can. "How are you doing? Feeling any better?" After one final yawn and stretching her arms above her head, Sophie said, "About as good as can be expected, I suppose. How are we doing on fuel?" Lance hoisted the remaining gas can into place and proceeded to empty what was left into the truck's tank. "This right here is all that we have, but I think it will be enough for us to reach my folks' farm. At least, I'm optimistic that it will be." "Well, that's good." Sophie dropped her chin slightly and folded her arms across her chest while she kicked at the pavement with the toe of her muddy, tattered shoes. "I know I've said this several times already, but I do appreciate your kindness, Lance. The last thing you needed or wanted was to have me cross paths with you and to complicate your life more so than what it might be. But do know that because of you, I am here now, and for that, I am eternally grateful. I'm not sure I will ever be able to repay you, at least not equaling what you've done." "You don't have to repay me for anything," Lance replied while tilting the gas can higher. "I'm glad that you're safe now. That man back at the motel was bad news, and I doubt anyone is going to miss such a vile individual who preyed on and trafficked young women. Gentry, his brother Dom, and his girlfriend Susie were all trash, and some of the lowest scum I've ever encountered. I don't feel sorry for any of them. They reaped what they sowed." Sophie spoke with infinite amounts of disdain. Each syllable dripped with hatred for the threesome who had made her life hell. "I'd wish much the same on the other people with whom I had the misfortune of crossing paths, but I suppose fate will deal them the life they deserve. Anyway, one can hope for such things. Karma is a bitch and usually finds its way to those deserving of its wrath." Lance jostled the container about, then removed it from the mouth of the tank. "But I would take solace in the fact that you're now free from all of that and can do and go where you please."
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.